And here now to tell us about some of their voice-over IP solutions, we're joined in the studio by Boyet Cruz, the President and CEO of BCNet. It's one of the leading VoIP service providers in the country. Boyet, thanks very much for coming to Future Perfect.
Thank you for having me here.
Well, interestingly enough, there are a lot of devices or even companies that offer VoIP solutions. But how far has it gone here in the Philippines, do you think?
Well, basically, hindi naman tayo nahuli. We're not really far behind from the VoIP providers from different countries. Actually, the services that we have or the products that we have, nag-evolve lang yan from the start. When about 5 years ago, we only started with a BIP box, only this one on the BIP box.
Okay, the BIP box functions as a modem.
Yes, a modem router. It's connected directly to your DSL and connect to a regular, just an analog handset. You can put wireless, cordless phone, para you can move around the house or the office.
Okay.
But again, we have clients kasi asking for what if I'm out of the house?
You're mobile.
So mobile. Pero may laptop ako. That's why we developed this USB. It's just like a USB drive. Go to the USB port of your computer, and if your computer is connected to Wi-Fi, you're connected, and then you can call na.
Yeah.
And our USB is not only voice, but also video. We have video conferencing for 5 people.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the background now of VoIP in the Philippines. You know, through your own experience, how far has it caught on with consumers and even with businesses?
Actually, on the businesses, like the telecoms, it all started with the telecoms. Of course, they're trying to lower the cost of long distance, and fiber optic capacity is too expensive. So the best way is really to compress voice. But using the VoIP technology, the voice over internet, the cost began to be on the lowest scale na.
Okay.
So with the minimum capacity of bandwidth, the voice quality has gone better, or even at par on the regular time division multiplexing.
Because I can imagine, Boyet, during the earlier development of VoIP, that it was sorely hampered by the bandwidth that was available to even households and to offices, right? Because you'd have to have a really good internet connection for you to enjoy the advantage of VoIP. And at this point, since we've got fiber optics, even 3G that offer maybe 2 gigabits per second download speed, then it's much better now.
Right, a lot better. The only problem in the Philippines for the past 2 years or 3 years is now the distribution to different users. Although you have a big bandwidth, the telcos have this big bandwidth on their nodes, they cannot distribute it entirely because of the limitations and geographical location, infrastructure-wise. 3G, they developed the 3G. That's when we started. Then the 3G becomes, data becomes available on your cell phones, on your small USB, and all those things. Now they're again evolving to another form of transport facility to the consumer, the broadband using the 4G, they call it the 4G with the LTE. You're not limited anymore to 2 Mbps.
So with the advent, at least of 4G, that also bodes well for VoIP because you've got even faster broadband connection now, and it allows you better VoIP services.
Yes, it's not only voice that will be improved. It will be even video will be very much available on the 3G or I mean 3.5 or 4G. It's a multi-play, meaning voice, video, data, everything is in one transport facility going to the consumer.
And does that look like it's going to spell the end of conventional voice calls as the telcos are providing it?
It will just enhance. It's not really the end.
It's not competing with it, but enhancing it.
Enhancing it. If you look at the telcos, they're improving the data network rather than the voice network because voice will just be part of the data in the near future. All of the voice will become part of one data pipe that goes, even the video, even the broadcast. The video streaming or the IPTVs now are passing through the internet, not anymore on the standard facilities that we known before. Now the combination of everything in just one transport facility.
It's sort of like putting together everything, coalescing everything into one data pipe. How many companies similar to yours are now offering these services in the Philippines?
We have not seen really any competitor.
Oh, okay.
In the U.S. and in other countries, yes. But we're not only also targeting the Philippine market. Our service can be used in other countries too. So it's not only in the Philippines.
Sure.
That's why it just so happened that we're Filipinos and we're here.
So are you considered a pioneer in this particular field of VoIP services?
Let's just say we're leading the innovations on VoIP.
All right, now let's go into the specifics of the BIP box, the US BIP, quite catchy.
And the MoBIP.
And the MoBIP. Yeah. All right, and at this point in the studio, we're
using Wi-Fi
connected to Wi-Fi
on the studio.
So with the BIP box, this is the basic setup.
Yes.
You have an Ethernet connection.
Yes.
All right, and what else is plugged into the BIP box?
Only your regular phone.
Your regular phone is connected to your laptop now.
No, this one is standalone. You don't need a computer.
You don't need a computer. So diretso na lang.
Yeah.
But with your laptop here, what is connected is the USB dongle, the US BIP.
US BIP.
All right. So for the laptop itself, you need to install some software.
No, actually the software, the reason why we have a USB connected to your laptop is for the software to be installed in this. We have the software installed on the USB.
So it doesn't eat up any of the resources of your computer.
No.
It's not going to be a burden on your processor. Now, how much exactly do you save when you make a call through VoIP?
If you're calling within this network, it's practically free.
It's practically free because you're just using your Wi-Fi or your broadband DSL.
Calls to the US, Canada, Singapore, China, and Hong Kong, it's 1 peso a minute.
1 peso a minute versus the standard. I mean, how much is it now?
There's some discount rates from the telcos. It's around 2 pesos a minute.
Okay, so you're still very competitive.
Yes.
Did you manage to halve the price?
Right.
Now let's try it out. So we're going to make a call to when you make a call through a mobile device, can you also connect to another mobile device using the software?
Yes.
So you're tapping into the app.
Yes. And the app, it's connected. It says it's connected to a Wi-Fi.
All right. The app itself is available through
the App Store.
The Apple App
Store. For iPhone, iPad, iPad Touch, it's on the App Store.
The App Store. How much is it?
You download it for free, but the unique ID, we call it the license.
That's what you pay for.
One time. It's 900 pesos for one time. No annual fee, everything.
That's it?
That's it.
That's like a lifetime license to use it.
Right.
Okay.
And it's not only iPad. We have already MoBIP at Market Android. So it's already
also on the Android platform now.
It's an Android platform. It's on Nokia Symbian platform. And it's on Windows Mobile platform.
All right. So you have the app that's loaded already.
Right. And
there's a dialer.
And if you want to call this number.
Okay. I think our good friend Mark, who's sitting on the sidelines, is holding on to your phone.
Yeah. And this is the number. We have our own numbering plan. The numbering plan that NTC gave us for this service is actually the area code is 810.
810?
Yeah, the prefix is 333 and XXXX.
Okay.
So I dialed my number, the other phone number, and just.
All right.
So it's connecting. What's the number? 333.
Baka mamaya dyan may sumagot, crossline naman. may crossline ba sa VoIP? Wala, no?
Wala. So actually, I'm now on a speakerphone.
Yes.
The iPad doesn't have any SIM or what. This is using Wi-Fi.
That's just a Wi-Fi iPad.
Yeah, and it's not really a phone. It's
definitely not.
So we installed the codecs and all the softwares. Now it's working like a phone.
All right, let's have Mark say something to us. Mark, can you greet?
Hi, Tony. How are you?
I'm fine, Mark, and you sound like you're speaking to me from Moonbase Alpha.
How do you find the audio quality?
That's particularly good. It's very clear, no static, no lag.
No.
Yeah, it's not choppy,
No.
which is not unlike the earlier
Yes.
VoIP
Yes.
applications. So you can talk for as long as you have an internet connection.
This is free.
So virtually unlimited
Yes.
duration for the call.
Yes, yes.
All right. So
right.
so you can use it on any mobile device, Android or iOS.
Yes, Android, Symbian, and Windows, and of course Apple on an iPad.
Now, how long did it take you to develop the applications for
It took us a while.
Yeah.
The problem actually the challenge is the interoperability of these units. iPad or iPhone has its own platform.
Yeah.
Talking to an Android phone, talking to a Symbian phone, talking to a Windows mobile phone. So really the challenge is how to make these phones talk to each other.
Communicate.
Yeah. It's easy to see an iPhone to iPhone calling, but it's so hard. Really, the challenge is doing the interoperability. Also, this phone is talking to the USB.
Yeah.
Also talking to the box.
To the analog handset.
So these are all with different codecs, and really we need to do the innovations.
And how much is the USB selling for?
There are two pricing on the USB. If you want to have a USB like this, so that you can use any internet cafe, just plug it in, and then you have the. It's a bit expensive. It's around 4,500 pesos. Only one time.
4,000. Kasama na yung license doon.
Everything.
Na. All in one na yun.
Working na yan.
And the BIP box?
BIP box still the same. Is 4,500 with phone na.
With phone. Okay. So that's pretty good.
Right.
Now the potential is just how much have you penetrated into the VoIP market in the Philippines?
This is the reason why we're doing a lot of awareness and bundling our service to all of some devices, just like this one, the MoBip. We were tying up with Samsung, with all the Android phones providers, HTC, if they can integrate it as part of the
It's a bundled ask.
Yes.
Okay.
For the company.
So have they done it?
They're starting to. And actually we are being endorsed by Android to these gadgets. Because they want also to increase the penetration of Android to Android phones.
Exactly.
The iPhone are doing all fair marketing awareness of the products, and we're getting a share of it.
All right, and finally, Boyet, because when people talk about VoIP, and even in the U.S., they think about a magic jack. They buy it in the States, they bring it here, it actually works. Just how much competition do you actually give to the magic jack?
Magic jack was developed to cater the U.S. or American clients.
Yeah, but it also works here, right?
Yeah, but a few months it will be disconnected.
Because you pay a...
No, the IP address is actually U.S.
Okay.
They're looking for a U.S. IP address. So if the IP address is in the Philippines, they will recognize it. Maybe they will
and they'll block you off.
There's a notation, or there's a disclaimer that after, if you use it outside the U.S., it
will become invalid.
Yes.
Okay.
And the mobility becomes a problem because you have a big telephone set connected to your beautiful computer.
But that's a dongle too, right? The magic jack.
It's a dongle, but connected to a regular set.
May Ethernet connection.
Yeah, may dala kang bag na malaki.
All right, well, very interesting. Also, I hope that VoIP actually takes off a lot, because it does save a lot of money for people and for businesses as well.
Yeah.
They've got high overhead for phone calls.
Yes. Actually, telcos should look at it as a value added to the internet service that they are providing. The revenue that they're getting from the voice may be going down, but the revenue they're getting from the data is increasing, which is the same thing in other happening in other countries.
Right.
So instead of really saying that we're competing, we're not. We're putting more value to the internet. It's not only for browsing, it's not only for emailing, for social networking, but also for calling or for seeing each other on the video.
Right. Look forward to it. And Boyet, thank you very much for coming to Future Perfect
and
demonstrating to us some of the devices of BP.
It's really my pleasure. Thank you so much.